Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to the Bilskie channel, and welcome back to more of some Phillies baseball as the Phillies venture to Truist Park. Interesting. Didn't know that was the name of the Brave Stadium here, but this is their new stadium, the home of the Braves. Actually, not new. It opened in 2017. Well, shows you how much I follow the Braves. Anyway, welcome back to Phillies baseball as the Phillies getting ready to embark on a weekend set here with the Atlanta Braves as tonight begins. We'll do clear skies there in the ATL. Zach Wheeler looking for win number 9 tonight. As you see the lineup there, again, pretty much the same. Actually, we're gonna go ahead and put Scotty back in there. Keep the lineup the same. It seemed to work last night. Hopefully, it'll work again tonight, and maybe get our boy Zach Wheeler a win here on this Friday night. So as we take a look at the lineup here, actually I said we were getting started at 7:05. I guess we got started at 7:20. But nonetheless, as you see, the lineup is the same. Andrew McCutchen will lead off playing left field. The third baseman, Mean Gene Segura, will be batting second as usual. Bryce Harper, who got his 24th home run last night, maybe 25 tonight, who knows? He'll be batting third, playing right field. The big fella, Rhys Hoskins, will be playing first base as is usual, batting in that cleanup spot. Batting fifth, the captain, the catcher, JT Realmuto. Batting sixth, Didi Gregorius. He'll be at shortstop. Roman Quinn, the center fielder, be batting seventh. Scott Kingery, the second baseman, batting eighth. And batting ninth in pitching will be Zach Wheeler. As you take a look at the Phils, 15 and a half games up on the Marlins, 23 games up on their opposition tonight in the Atlanta Braves. You can see the 51-10 Phils. Looking to make it 52 as it's McCutchen, Segura, Harper, Hoskins, Realmuto, Gregorius, Quinn, Kingery, and Wheeler. That is your starting 9 tonight as we're getting set, as they will be facing Felix Hernandez as we're getting ready to head into the game. Let's go. It's game time.
We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. A good matchup here for you tonight between the Philadelphia Phillies and the Atlanta Braves. It's Braves baseball on the show, and it starts right now. Felix Hernandez, the right-hander from Venezuela, gets the starting nod in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, this guy's had a solid year up to this point. It's not an easy thing to do in baseball this year with all the high-scoring games, but this guy has an ERA of sub-3, and that's saying something. If he continues to do that, I think you're going to see a really good performance out of him in this one.
In now, Andrew McCutchen. First shot for him here as he enters play, currently leading the senior circuit in batting.
Boy, talking about having a great month. He absolutely killed it last month, hitting over 400. This guy's one of the most dangerous hitters in all of baseball.
Underway now on a Friday night as the first pitch of our series misses for ball 1. Well, boys, these Braves, as they take the field here tonight, they were losers last time out, but still in a decent groove as they'd won 4 of 5 prior to that.
Yeah, Matty, in this sport at this level, you have to find a way to be a little bit realistic. You're not going to win every ball game. So they lost last game. Fine. Let's find a way to execute today and get on the winning side.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a line drive, but a foul ball. Good night for baseball all in all. Game time temperature 63 degrees. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Ozuna on the run. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning. Time now for a glance at the Phillies batting order in this one. Danny, who stands out to you?
Well, Matt, one guy that's worth the price of admission, Andrew McCutchen. He's got an on-base percentage of over 400 coming in. The elite hitters in the game put up numbers like that, so he has to be feeling really good about what he's done so far this season. I'm sure his club is pleased just as well.
And that'll bring up Gene Segura. as he will line this one into right center, and this is going to get down and should be extra bases. And he'll pull into second with one away. And this, of course, is a ballpark that yields a lot of doubles as we take a look at the team leaders for the most two-base hits this year. And you can see, in fact, that these guys currently lead the National League in that category and, in fact, lead all of baseball as well. So a runner on second with one down now, and that'll bring in a dangerous hitter indeed in the form of Bryce Harper. From the stretch, back up the middle, and that's through into center field, base hit. The run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0.
Hey, nice way to start a new series, D-Roll. The thing you want to do is try to score early. It's always nice to win the first game of a series.
Yeah, they're coming out swinging right here, trying to set the tone and let everybody breathe a deep sigh of relief. Hopefully get this first game under our belt.
And Hernandez will go to first. Runner back standing. Next to bat will be Rhys Hoskins, as he will line this one into right center, and this is going to get down and should be extra bases. They'll extend their lead here as the runner scores from first.
I guess their scouting reports on this guy were dead on, because it's already 2-0 in the early going, and they're having absolutely no trouble seeing him here. On the other side, they're very quickly looking at a game that they're going to have to fight back in.
At the plate now, JT Realmuto, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one.
Well, I think he's got to find a way out of this jam and limit the damage. If he's unable to do that, this game could get away from him.
Ball two now.
Boy, it sure doesn't seem like they want to pitch to this guy right here. I get that, but it's just the first inning. Sometimes you have to compete and set the tone.
Now the 2-0 home. A bouncer up the middle. He's got it. On to Freeman at first, and there are two away now.
Got it, the shortstop.
Now batting, Didi Gregorius, and he enters play today, currently 5th in the National League batting race.
Guy continues to swing a hot bat. Hit over 300 last month. We'll see if he can keep scorching here in this one.
Here's the first pitch to him. Hoskins on third with 2 out. Fouled away. Here's Hernandez now on 0-2. So let's take a look at our umpiring crew in this one. Working the plate, Rusty Valentine.
Hey, you know, D-Roll, Rusty Valentine, he's known for having a high and a low strike zone, but he's pretty good east and west. You better keep it on the corners.
Yeah, I'm okay with Rusty's zone, without question. You know he's going to elevate. It's north-south, so you're aware of it. As a veteran player, you can live with that. Oh, man, that's a frustrating one as a hitter. That pitcher missed right there. He did not want to hang that breaking ball with 2 strikes, and you foul it away. You have to regroup. You're not seeing that again.
Swing and a miss at a big breaking ball, and that's how the inning comes to an end.
So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. Philadelphia is on top 2-0. Zach Wheeler gets the call for game 1 of the series. Dan, please, Zach, what do you got?
Hey, every team needs a pitcher like this one here. His numbers aren't going to blow you away. Career ERA just under 4. But one thing he does, he takes the ball every 5 days, throws strikes, and gives his team a chance to win every single time he goes out there. He'll be fun to watch in this one here today.
At the plate, Ozzie Albies. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Albies.
Now here's the pitch.
He's got that certainly timed up now. I'd be shocked if the pitcher goes to the well 3 times in a row with off speed.
And it's fouled away. Hits it high and deep out to center field. And this one is gone. A home run. Ozzie Albies with a solo homer. 12 home runs for him now thus far. And the Braves have struck for a run. It's now a 2-1 game.
Man, you could see the center fielder tracking the ball the entire way. He thought he had it, and he might tell you he should have had it, but he just couldn't bring it back into the yard. Sometimes it's a game of inches, folks.
Nick Markakis digging in now.
The center fielder.
He swings and grounds it to short. Gregorius is there. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning.
Batting third. The first baseman.
Digging in, Freddie Freeman, and he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. First pitch fastball swung on and missed. 0-1. These Phillies, as they enter play here tonight, fellas, have got to be considered one of, if not the hottest team in baseball right now. Winners of 8 of their last 10 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, this team finds itself with a huge lead, double digits right now, and climbing, playing really good baseball. Some people will say, oh, you don't want to have that big a lead, you start resting on your laurels. I look at it the other way, man. You've earned the right to kind of get some guys off their feet if the manager wants to. There's a lot of different ways you can go about it. This team's focused and playing really good baseball. I would not worry about it. Keep pushing the throttle.
Down the third baseline. 1 out, nobody on. Line to short, but gobbled up there, and there are 2 away.
Batting fourth. The right fielder, Ronald Acuna Jr.
And now the Atlanta number 4 hitter, Ronald Acuna, looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. The 1-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning. I have to imagine there's a full moon tonight, judging by this bunch. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Now at the plate, Roman Quinn. First at bat for him as he enters play number 3 in the National League batting race. The pitch. Try to bunt for a base hit here as he gets this one down. Throw to first in time, and the bunt attempt is foiled. And I thought this might happen based on how close that play was. They're looking at the replay in order to make a decision on challenging the out call on the field. And indeed, they will elect to challenge the call. So the umpires on replay duty in Manhattan will review the play.
All right, we'll take one last look at it here. The question is there enough video evidence to change the call to safe? And wow, from that look at it, I think he did beat that throw. This challenge might work out for him.
The decision appears to have been made, and the runner is safe, so the call is overturned. Good challenge there, and they'll maintain the right to do so again later in the game if needed. Now a throw over, and he'll be back in standing up. And in steps Scott Kingery as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. And he's carrying a batting average of just over 300. So clearly he's been a productive player with the bat in his hand so far. Now a throw over to first, and he'll dive back in. Runners going in there. Now the throw is not in time as he just gets in ahead of the throw.
Well, they threw over there multiple times thinking he was going to try to swipe that bag, so they were onto him, but he just waited it out and took off when he had the chance. Nice job of base running there.
In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. A runner at second, nobody out. A swing and a ground ball to third. Reined in, and that's out number 1.
The pitcher.
Stepping up now, Zach Wheeler. And with a runner already in scoring position and 1 away, he is likely not to be bunting here. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that swung on and missed for strike 1.
I don't mind the aggressiveness right there. He was definitely trying to get the head to a fastball. He pulled the string on that one. He's going to have to stay back a little bit longer.
Tries to drop one down here, but he misses. Strike 2. Runner at second here with 1 man out. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
It's so hard to hit when you're behind the count 0-2, right? You have to protect for the fastball. You have to look for the soft stuff down and away. You're really at a disadvantage when you fall behind 0-2.
So the next hitter to dig in will be Andrew McCutchen. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Hit the other way out toward right field. Acuna's there for it. And that retires the side. 1 left for Philadelphia. They still lead it 2-1. Digging in, Marcell Ozuna. And as you can see, he's seen that average climb the last week or so. Sent on the ground out to second. Kingery's there. Throw on to first in time, one away.
Time to take a look at the Philly D. And this team, they're not going to be moving around as much as some of the new age teams. The shifting and moving the third baseman over second base and the right fielder to play third base. This is going to be your stationary team, trusting pitchers to execute pitches.
Slow grounder to first, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Batting seventh, the shortstop, Charlie.
Stepping in, Charlie Culberson, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Pitch on the way. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
That's one of those pitches you just float over the plate. 99% of the time the batter is taking at least the first pitch after 2 straight 1-pitch out, so you almost can underhand it up there.
The 1-1.
You can definitely tell with that foul off right there that he's picking up spin on this pitcher's off-speed stuff. Maybe expect a fastball on this next one.
Hit down the third baseline. And that's a fair ball as this one gets by him at third.
He had him on the ropes right there. Count leverage, 2 strikes against the batter. He's going to have to put that in the memory bank because that guy made a nice 2-strike approach right there. Made a nice 2-strike adjustment.
Coming to the plate now, Adam Duvall. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. From the belt, the pitch. And this is off the corner and low, ball 1.
This is where you got to take stock in this situation. Adjust your batting gloves and realize you need a gapper to score this guy from first. If nothing less, pass the baton to the guy behind you and keep the line moving.
Count now, a ball and a strike.
Woo-wee! That was some smoke right there. High fire right on by.
Here's Wheeler on 1-1.
This right-handed pitcher, his bread and butter is that 2-seamer, and he loves to throw it inside.
Now the 2-1.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
Now a swing and a fly ball. And foul. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. He chases out of the zone for strike 3, and that's the 3rd out of the inning. Braves strand 1. Our score remains 2-1. All set for the start of the inning, and standing in is the veteran third baseman, Gene Segura. The first pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that one swung on and missed 0-1. Foul tip held onto behind the plate at strike 2.
Pitcher's got options here. He looked a little bit out front. Might be able to rush a fastball by him.
Hard ground ball to third. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the 3rd. So 1 gone in the inning now, and that'll bring in the right fielder, Bryce Harper. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And that misses inside 1-0. A 2-1 score here as we play inning number 3. Got him out on his front foot there as it swung on and missed for strike 1. Outside 2-1.
Sitting in a good spot right here. 2-ball, 1-strike count is yet to see a fastball. Have to be sitting on one right here.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
This is where you cash your checks right here. 3-1. You're one of the best hitters in the game. You live for situations like this.
Into right field, that's a base hit. So he'll hold on at first following the single to right. Make it 2 hits for him here this evening. And as you see there, he currently tops the Phillies in that department. And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. And this one's in the dirt. And a nice job keeping it close. It's ball 1. The 1-0. Misses, ball 2.
Clearly working the bottom of the zone, trying to get a ground ball for a double play.
Chopped to third. Tough to get to. Over to Albies. Relay to Freddie. Double play, and that'll end the inning. Around the horn they go. 5-4 to 3 to end the threat. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this.
Welcome back as the Braves look to get their bats going here in the third, and you can say they've really been trying to do that pretty much all year. One coach told me before the game, there are certainly plenty of areas for us to improve offensively, but first and foremost, we need to start by putting the ball in play more often. There's too much swing and miss in our game. And the stats do back that up, as they currently rank near the bottom of the league in strikeouts. So that appears to be an area of emphasis going forward, guys.
Thank you, Heidi. And he popped him up. Back into foul territory behind first. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. That's in there. And he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. One and two now to the Braves pitcher.
Well, this is an approach we've seen him use effectively lately. Set up the inside and then get him out with pitches away.
Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there. Swing and a miss as he starts the third the same way he ended the second, with a punch out, 1 away. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up, as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. So one gone for the Braves here in the third, and that'll bring up Ozzie Albies. Starts him out with the slider for a strike.
You rarely see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and man, as a hitter, probably a good chance you're not going to see that pitch again.
Oh, and a good tight slider there, and he's in command, 0-2. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Hey, that's back-to-back really good sliders. I wouldn't be surprised if he threw another one right here. Looks like he's got that slide ball in his back pocket right now.
Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-2. Fouled off. Again, a 1-2. Liner toward right center. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon. He hit the corner and tries for third. And he's in there at third with a 1-out triple.
Yeah, and most guys that hit for the cycle can get a single or a double but struggle with the rest. Not this guy. He's already got the homer and the triple, so the hardest parts are out of the way. We'll see what the rest of the game holds in store.
First pitch is a slider down low. It's 1-0. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Lifted in the air to shallow center field. Kingery onto the grass. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Boy, he showed some pretty good range, heading pretty deep into the outfield to bring that one down. Thought the outfielder might call him off, but he clearly had it under control.
So striding in, Freddie Freeman, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. 1 ball, no strikes the count. 2 outs here with a runner at third. A ball and a strike now to the Braves first baseman.
Well, he's following the code not to miss down and into a lefty. Everything on the outer half of the plate.
2 balls and a strike to Freeman.
Those were 2 great executed pitches right there away from this batter. He can hurt you in a heartbeat. I don't think anything's going to leak out over the heart of the plate.
And a base hit, as that'll score the runner from third and tie our ball game at 2 apiece. So he's able to come through here with 2 away, and that's a good time to check out our RBI leaders on the league leaderboard. And as you see there, he's sitting in second place in the National League in that department. Acuna digs in now, as he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. Trying to keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single. Called strike 0-2.
Boy, this is one of those ABs you like to hit the rewind button on. Put himself in a tough spot now, hitting with 2 strikes.
That misses, says the home plate umpire. 1-2. Where it misses, I'm not quite sure. And he fouls this one off. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Digging in to try it again, JT Realmuto. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, and it looked like a sinker in his last AB that got him to roll over. Kind of similar situation right here. Similar stuff on the mound. Look for them to try and get him to do exactly the same thing as his last AB. He's got to fight to get it elevated just a little bit more.
So now to the plate, Didi Gregorius. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Now here it comes. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but a foul ball here. 0-1. Pitch on the way. This is pulled into right. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Hey, D-Row, are you aware of this? After that knock right there, that's an 11-game hitting streak. You think he knows it's at 11?
I think he knows exactly that it's at 11. It starts off innocent. You just want to get a few knocks to get the hitting coach off your back. Next thing you know, you wake up, you've been sleeping easy for almost a week, 8 days. Now we're on 11. This guy's dinner tastes different.
To the plate now, Roman Quinn. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. Two runs, 6 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. That evens it up 1-1.
Good speed at first and good speed with a guy at the dish. Going to be tough to double up these guys. If you're an infielder, got to get rid of it quick.
And they pitch out here, but nothing's happening. Ball 2. Throw over to first, and a dive, but he's back in. And a swing and a miss, as that looked like self-defense there. It's 2-2.
Hey, I'd like to see a little bit more discipline in that. You get a count in your favor. He's swinging a pitch that bad? Not good.
Check by Hernandez. The pitch. Yanked high and deep down the line in right. And it's a foul ball. Breaking ball, and he gets him to chase it in the dirt. Thought about going for second, but instead now they've got him in a pickle. And he'll try to get back now, but it's not going to work. The throw hangs him out to dry, and that'll end the inning. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4, and we are tied 2-2. Just about set to go for the last of the 4th. But before we do that, here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the Braves offense with their manager Brian Snitker during the commercial break. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. It's still pretty early in the game, but they've seen a lot of pitches already, and he thinks the 2 runs they've pushed across so far is just the beginning, given the quality of the at-bats they're putting together.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. The catch is made out there by McCutchen, and that's the first out.
Now batting, catcher.
Here now is the catcher, Tyler Flowers. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
1-0.
Wheeler's ready. Here it comes on 1-0. That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
And that is through into center field for a 1-out single.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
And a bouncing ball, foul. A base hit in his first trip. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Fouled away. Runner at first here with 1 away in a 2-2 ball game. High in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball.
He was looking for a swing and a miss breaker right there, but left that one in the zone that got fouled off.
Swing and a miss at the curveball, and there's your second out of the inning.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
Stepping in now, Adam Duvall, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And they go right after him here as he swings and misses. Strike 2.
The count doesn't mean much to this batter. He's all in. He's not concerned with striking out, so he's going to get his A swing off.
Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2. And it's 1-2. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. 1 left for Atlanta. We'll head to the 5th, tied at 2. Welcome back to Truist Park, just outside Atlanta, as we send it down to check in with Heidi.
Matt, I talked with Philadelphia's manager during the break about the Phillies' offensive production to this point, and he really emphasized that they're not doing a very good job capitalizing on run-scoring opportunities. With just 1 hit with runners in scoring position in a game, you can understand why he feels that way. But he also says he likes the way his guys are responding to the adversity. It seems as though they're keeping their energy and mood up, so we'll see if they can start coming through with some big hits as we go forward.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
He hasn't thrown that pitch much all game. I got to believe as an offense, you just got to throw that pitch away and move on to the next one.
1-2 now. And now a pitch on the way.
He might have to look for a different way to put this guy away on 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times, so he might be looking for it.
Hit back up the middle, scooped up, and the fifth inning will start with a ground out, one away. So one away here with the bases empty, and the pitcher strides into the batter's box. Here's Zach Wheeler. First delivery to him on the way. Breaking ball called just a bit low. Hit to first. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. A flip to Hernandez is in time to record the out.
Well, if you're going to bobble a ball, you have to hope it's when a guy is lumbering down the base pass. He's no speedster, so that was a good job to stay calm and make the recovery throw.
And a strike called at the letters. Looked high to me, but it's 0-1.
2 quick outs in this inning so far, and his pitch count is really down. I think one of the keys is he's been attacking the strike zone early on, making these guys swing the bat so far in this one.
The 1-1. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. Gone. It's a solo shot off the bat of Andrew McCutchen. 19th home run for him on the season as the Phillies move out in front 3-2.
There's still some game left to be played, but that one swing could end up being a deciding factor in this one.
Gene Segura standing in. First pitch has him dancing to avoid it. It's ball one. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. The 1-0 home. This one's down to third. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Phillies get one in the frame courtesy of this solo home run. Bottom of the fifth coming up, and Philadelphia's taken a 3-2 lead. Bottom of the inning now, and next will be the pitcher, Felix Hernandez. Comes at him with the slider there, and he gets the strike. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. Now a hard liner. Foul. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2.
Hey, curveball that kind of backed up on him right there. Might have popped out of his hand just a little bit earlier than he intended.
Oh, and there's the good curveball as he set down on strikes for the second time here tonight.
He's just ringing up strikeouts left and right, but what's really impressive to me, he hasn't walked anyone either. He's just pounding the zone. His stuff is dirty today.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies, as he'll take a look at ball one. A ball and a strike now to the Atlanta leadoff man. Seared down the first baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. A ball and 2 strikes from Zach Wheeler. And a fastball swung on and hit to second. Kingery's there. Throw on to first, 2 gone. And so after getting the ground ball with the fastball on that last pitch, that'll segue perfectly to our pitch speed comparison for these two starters. And boy, which of those two numbers leap out at you there? How about the 100? My goodness. First pitch coming. Here it is. Nick Markakis is next as he finds himself behind 0-1.
Hey, this guy's got to be pretty proud of what he's done so far. It's never easy to pitch on the road, but to have this kind of outing in a ballpark that is notoriously known as being hitter friendly, it's been a treat to watch.
1-1 the count. Now the pitch. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike.
When the pitcher on the mound's establishing this kind of heater, you got to come off everything else and find a way to get that bat head in the zone.
Now another 1-2. Started to chase there. They'll appeal it down to third, and no swing. It's ball 2. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. Down in order go the Braves. Still a 3-2 ball game. Digging in once again, Bryce Harper. He's set to lead us off in the 6th inning. First pitch of the at-bat. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Now batting, the first baseman, Bilskie.
One out for the Phillies in their half of the 6th, and that'll bring up Rhys Hoskins. First offering on its way. 3-2s are scored here in inning number 6. Popped up. And he'll squeeze this one for the 2nd out.
Up next for Philadelphia.
Now at the plate, JT Realmuto. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. Too low, 1-0. And so now the Braves will get both a left-hander and a right-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. The 1-0 home. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Left center, base hit. Around first, he's digging for second. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
Their own pitcher is absolutely dealing right now, so this is a big moment in this game. If his teammates can pick him up and drive him in now, that might be all they need to get the W here.
And it looks like they'd rather go after the next guy as the intentional walk signal comes here with 2 away. On his way out to the mound now is the Atlanta skipper, and his arrival is going to mark the end of the evening now for Felix Hernandez.
Your attention.
He'll depart after 5 2/3 as it'll be up to the bullpen to keep his guys in the ball game. Shane Green trots in from the bullpen here as he inherits a tough spot with 2 on and 2 away. Roman Quinn will be his first assignment here as he'll face him with runners at first and second and 2 away. Looking to keep this a one-run game. The pitch. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
What a great opportunity to come through right here. 2-0 count, runners on base. Find something middle of the plate and let it rip.
The set and the 2-0. 3-0 now. Pulled hard, but it's foul down the first base side. 3 runs, 8 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. Hit hard towards center. That's in there. Base hit. And they'll put the brakes on that runner at third, and that means the bases are loaded now with 2 away.
Even though that pitcher was able to execute in off the plate, batter was able to keep his hands inside that baseball and drive it up the middle.
Into the box, Scott Kingery. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. One and 0. Here it is. Fly ball to straightaway left. Ozuna is under it. He's got it, and that'll get him out of the jam. Phillies leave him ready to go for the last half of the inning. And in to bat next, one of the best run producers in the game, the left-handed hitting first baseman Freddie Freeman. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. The windup and a 1-0 pitch.
Look at the radar gun on that slider. Off-speed pitch, 91 miles an hour. That's just pure filth.
2 balls and a strike.
Not a bad spot to miss right there. Much rather have it run inside than out over the plate where the hitter can do a lot of damage.
The catcher wanted it down, and they got him to chase it for strike 2.
Offered at that breaking ball below the zone, and that's a tough one to spit on. But the key is recognizing it coming out of the pitcher's hand earlier and making sure that it goes up before it comes down. More likely to be a hanger when that's the case. Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
Stepping in for the Braves, Ronald Acuna. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike.
You see there, the pitch count is up to 88, and at this point in the game, that's a good place to be. So I think we'll see him stay out there for at least a little while longer.
Behind 0-2 now. Got him, and he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time.
It's been a rough night at the yard for him. That's 3 times he's gone down on strikes in this one. So they've really figured out how to attack this guy.
And that'll bring in Marcell Ozuna. As with 2 away, he'll swing and miss at a first pitch fastball for strike 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. And there's ball 1.
Hey, they tried to tie him up on that last pitch, so I like that they went away with this one. The execution didn't work, but I like the idea behind it.
Hit the target, but this is low. 2-1. Now the pitch. Off-speed pitch misses here, and he runs it to 3-1.
If I'm in the box right now, I'm coming unglued. He is going to throw something over the heart of the plate.
And this one misses inside. A ball. He walked him, and they've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
Now batting.
So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and next to bat will be the catcher Tyler Flowers. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1.
Hey, he's been on point from the start of this game, just pounding the zone with a high 90s fastball. It almost looks like he's gotten stronger as the game's gone on.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
That's how you open up the outside part of the plate. Pound 2 balls in and then get right back outside. Nice pitch.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Kingery is there. And that's the 3rd out. Braves 7th inning ready to roll, and that'll bring up the pitcher, Zach Wheeler. He's set, and the pitch. And it's fouled away. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. There's a fastball pretty close that time, but ruled a ball. 1-1. A 1-ball, 2-strike count to the Phillies pitcher. Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2. The 2-2.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
And he misses with it. Ball 4. And a terrible start to the inning as he's walked the pitcher leading things off.
And that's what you want from your leadoff hitter. Shows some great patience and discipline, making the pitcher labor to start the game. The result is a leadoff walk and a chance to make some early noise.
Adam Hazley will come on now and pinch run here.
Number 40, Adam Hazley.
First offering on its way. Andrew McCutchen is at the plate as he watches ball 1. Here's a look over to first and a dive, but he's back. The 1-0. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Drifting under it now is Markakis, and he's got it for the first out. Standing in, Gene Segura. Head-to-head battles with Shane Green. He's gone 2 for 6. He's set. Now the pitch. This is line to left, but pretty much right at the left fielder as he takes it in for the second out. So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and that'll bring up Bryce Harper. Throw over to the bag, and he's back easily. First pitch on its way. Good slider there, gets a swing and miss.
Number 40, Adam Hazley.
A runner on first with 2 away. Fouled off. The 0-2 delivery, and he fouls this one off. And there he goes towards second. This is on the ground over to first. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And the recovery won't be in time as he'll beat the throw to first. Big spot here. First and second, two men gone, and that'll bring in a perennial MVP candidate for years to come, Rhys Hoskins. Trying to keep the game close. Here's the pitch. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact.
Ooh, he's really in trouble, and it's just getting worse and worse and worse. This guy needs to find the strike zone in the worst way.
And he misses again, 2-0.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With two guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
Very tight ball game. 3-2 our score in inning number 7. Swing and a miss, 2-1. A little early, and now it's even at 2-2. And another foul ball. He's set. The 2-2. Pitch outside. The throw. And he'll just slap the tag on the runner between second and third to end the inning. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark. It's the Phillies. Sir Anthony Dominguez gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th. Leading off the inning, Charlie Culberson, and they'll need him to get something going here.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Here comes the first pitch. And boy, a high strike called there. That's not all that consistent, but it's strike 1.
Whew, that was some gas. Triple digits on the radar gun.
A ball and a strike. Dominguez is one of those guys that just seems to be at his best under pressure. Runners in scoring position, tight game, tough hitters at the plate. That's when he's at his best.
One of the keys, Matty V, to being a good reliever is being able to pitch out of trouble. Trouble that's created by the pitchers before you, or sometimes you even have some mess that you put on yourself. Hey, regardless if it's a mess that he's inherited or one that he's created for himself, this guy makes good pitches when the game's on the line.
Just trying to freeze him with the fastball there. Pretty close. It's 2-2. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
Nice job there taking care of the leadoff hitter via the strikeout. I'll tell you, in a one-run game, especially this late, getting that first guy in the inning, it's so important. It changes the whole complexion of the inning, so that was a big out.
Into the box now, Adam Duvall. As with one away, he can't make contact on the first pitch. It's strike 1. No hits to this point. And he takes strike 2.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
Fouled away. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Again, another foul ball. The next 0-2 is in there. A called strike 3.
It's been a rough game for him at the plate. Couldn't get the bat off his shoulder right there, and he struck out twice before that one. So he's going to have a lot to think about when he leaves the ballpark tonight.
Ender Inciarte will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run. Lays off 1-0. Will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Bounce towards the second baseman. Kingery's there. And the off-balance throw gets him as he takes away a hit, and the side is retired. Braves are set down 1-2-3. They trail 3-2. Luke Jackson has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 77.
New inning set to get underway, and here comes the first baseman, Rhys Hoskins. On to the 8th here as a slider is taken to begin the at-bat. It's ball 1. One ball and one strike to the Phillies first baseman. Strike 2 swinging just out in front of the slider.
He's gone to the well with that pitch 3 times in a row. I'm interested to see if he changes it up right here.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
People always talk about how important getting the leadoff man on base is, and it's true. So in the 8th inning of a 1-run game, that's a really nice job of attacking a hitter and sending him packing.
Right-hander against right-hander, as this is a ball 1-0. Now it looks like the Braves are going to get a lefty up and throwing in their bullpen. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. High fly ball out to straightaway center. And Markakis will tuck this one in for out number 2.
Now batting, shortstop, Didi.
At the plate, Didi Gregorius. A hit in 2 tries so far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A shot to first base and caught there to end the inning. Nothing. Hector Neris enters from the pen to start the 8th, and it's quite possible they'll ask him to pitch 2 full innings to close this out. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Ozzie Albies. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Albies with a 1-1 count now. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Got him swinging on the split-fingered pitch, and that's out number 1.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys on this one. The bullpen has looked sharp and have backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
Pulled toward right center field, and he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
The bat.
Stepping into the box, Freddie Freeman. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1. This one, everything we could have hoped for. 3-2 in inning number 8. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Swing and a miss on the splitter, and it's 1-2.
One pitch away from wrapping up a very good innings work out of the bullpen here.
Got him swinging on the splitter that time, and with that, the side is retired. Down in order go the Braves. Still a 3-2 ball game. Striding in once again, Roman Quinn. He'll start things off in the top of the 9th as they look for a little insurance. First pitch on its way. Hard liner toward short. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. He's around first, heading for 2. Now this gets all the way to the wall. The relay throw, but he is in there with a triple. So he's head first into 3rd as he laid it all on the line on that one.
Yeah, he took a pretty big risk going for the triple, Matt, but you gotta love the aggressiveness and the willingness to get dirty and beat the throw to 3rd. Man, that was a fun play to watch.
Digging in now, Scott Kingery. It's been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
Freeman has a play. One down. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Hector Neris. He'll get to take his first cuts here. He's set. Here it comes. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1.
The offensive approach here is simple. You know the pitcher's going for the K, so set your sights middle of the plate. And then don't worry about the infielders. They're so close, hard contact is a guaranteed ribby.
Behind 0-2 now. Hit on the ground to short. Fielded cleanly. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him. So chalk that one up as an E6, and he really can't believe it out there. Coming to the plate now, Andrew McCutchen. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First offering on its way. And he got him out in front that time. Strike one.
Hey, you know the pitcher right now, he's looking for that best friend, that double play ball. This is where you have to really be disciplined at the plate and make sure that you get a pitch that's above the knees that you can get in the air.
Got him out on his front foot. It's 0-2.
So he goes back to back with the same pitch and got him to chase it both times. He's clearly not picking up that pitch very well.
So he was confident doubling up. Does he triple up on it?
It's always tough to go back to back to back. It's not a good idea to show a good hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row.
Acuna is back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone. So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and that'll bring in Gene Segura. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And, oh, this one's by him to the backstop. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. And that's going to move that runner into scoring position now.
Well, the graphic here isn't going to properly show just how far that pitch was from the strike zone. That thing wasn't even close, and I think it made the decision to move up a base pretty easy to make.
Trying to keep the game close. Here's the pitch. Up around the letters with that one for ball 2.
Hey, you want to talk about being in a zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
The 2-0 on the way. Swing and a liner. And this will hop over the wall, but the run will score.
Hey, Dero, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
First pitch of the at-bat. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Albies is under it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. So, and here's Ronald Acuna Jr. now. 3 at-bats for him in this one, all ending with him going down on strikes. And this is low, ball 1.
Hey, this is a real pesky hitter right here. As a pitcher, you really like to keep this guy off the bases. This is a guy that kind of sets the tables for big innings.
One and 2.
Good luck with that pitch. That pitch is an absolute nightmare. Almost unhittable. Nasty downward action. High 80s velocity.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. And he'll strike out here yet again, as it's been a ball game to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with the strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
Here's Marcell Ozuna as he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2. One out, nobody on. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Line hard, but foul. Here it comes on 0-2. Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2. Bases are empty, one man out. And it's fouled away. Another 1-2 delivery. And that is swung on and missed, and things are starting to look bleak here for the home nine. There are 2 away now.
I'll tell you, it's hard to get more of a confidence boost than striking out the best hitters in the lineup. Back to back to back. He's looking really sharp right now.
At the plate, Tyler Flowers. He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Ready with the 0-1. And this is swung on and missed, so now they find themselves down to their final strike tonight.
He's one pitch away from striking out the side, but even more than that, to throw a donut up after your offense put up some runs, I can't tell you what that means to the boys in the dugout.
Final strike for the Braves. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Hey, listen, you don't always want your closer to have to go 2 innings on a regular basis, but in this game, it was necessary for this one, and he had just enough to get the job done.
5-2 the final score tonight. The Phils used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. Zach Wheeler earned his 9th win of the year. Hector Neris works 2 full innings in relief to record the save, his 24th on the season. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
All right, well, the Phils head into Atlanta for Game 1 here and come out with the victory as the Phils jump on the Braves tonight by a final score of 5-2. You see Zach Wheeler there gets his 9th win of the season. Felix Hernandez suffers the loss. And look at, you know what, that was a blunder on my part. Hector Neris, and rightfully so, got the player of the game. He had a 2-inning save, which recorded is actually his 24th of the season. Hadn't seen him in a couple days, and I figured, well, all right, I didn't want to take him out of the 9th, so he records a 2-inning save. Mark that one down in your book. I haven't seen that done since Tug McGraw back in the 80s, of course, being a Phillies fan. Anyway, Gene Segura 2 for 5 with 2 doubles, a run batted in. Roman Quinn 3 for 4 with a triple. Also scored Andrew McCutchen 1 for 5 and contributing with a home run. Bryce Harper 3 for 5 also with a run batted in. As we take a look back at some of the action that went down earlier on, as the Phils got on the board first in the top of the first inning there, as Bryce Harper with a single out to center field there, and the Phils take the lead with that RBI. And the big fella comes up with an RBI double here as he sends this one, bounces it off the wall there in front of Ronald Acuna, and Phils would increased their lead to 2, but undaunted, the Braves would strike back, and this guy has been a thorn in the side of the Phillies this season, but he connects here with a home run to dead center field, making it 2-1, making it much more interesting at this point. And Roman Quinn, I totally mistimed that. I've caught some before, not many, but I caught some. Here we go, bottom of the third, as Freddie Freeman, way out of the outstretched prone carcass of Scott Kingery, tying it at 2, and here's where Kutch goes yard. Long drive to deep left field. This ball is out of here. Andrew McCutchen with, I think that was his 19th home run of the year, as that puts the Phils up 3-2 in the top of the 5th. And, honorable mention for player of the game, this man right here. he found his groove about mid-game, and he didn't let his foot off the gas. Speaking of gas, he was throwing some triple digits there himself. So here we go, top of the ninth. Mean Gene. I actually had Hector hit because, again, I didn't want to take him out, and he actually got on base and scored with that RBI. But here's where he shuts the door. Actually, that's not when he shut the door. Here's where he closes the door. Here we go. Striking out Ronald Acuna. Oh, I'm sorry, that was Ozuna. He struck out the side. I guess they're going to show all three strikeouts. As 5-2 is your final. And yes, it was our enforcer, our closer, the man with the most deadly split-fingered fastball in all of MLB 20 The Show, as he raises his hands to the heavens in celebration as he records save number 24 in as many tries in a 2-inning effort. Congrats to the player of the game, Hector Neris, as the Phils improved their record to now 52-10. Zach Wheeler, again, with his 9th victory of the season. Hector with save number 24. Yeah, he's on a good pace right now. But again, I got to be honest, that was my error, and I received a program. Okay. So that was actually my fault. I brought him in too soon. I actually thought it was the 9th, and it was the 8th because the game was moving along at a breakneck pace there for a little bit. So in any event, we got Hector 2 innings after not seeing him since last Sunday. So just about a week later, and we got to see him again and got to see him do the first 2-inning save of the season. I dare say it probably won't be the last. That is, if I forget to bring him in the proper inning. But be that as it may, the Phils, who are in Atlanta, of course, for this 3-game series, this weekend series, start off with a win. Unlike what they did in the first road game in Miami, coming out with a loss, they come into Atlanta with a final score of 5-2. Once again, Zach Wheeler gets the win. Felix Hernandez suffers a loss. He is now 4-5. Phils again increased their lead in the division and improved their record to 52-10. These guys are just absolutely unbelievable. Even with the 2 losses, undaunted, they came right back. They lost 2, they won 2. So I guess you take 2 steps back to take 2 steps forward, I suppose. But it's not the last time we will see these 2 teams in action. As tomorrow afternoon, late afternoon, we will see Jake the Snake looking for win number 12, and he will be opposed by Sean Newcomb. So we already have a 12-game winner, undefeated 12-game winner, I might add. And Jake looking to, I guess, one up. Well, not one up, but, kind of hang in there with Aaron to be the second, or I should say the also 12-game winner, as Jake looking to, if I sound like I'm babbling a lot, it is hot in my house. The air is broken, so that's another story, but we'll get that fixed. But in any event, the Phils are winners tonight. They got the game tomorrow with Jake the Snake looking for win number 12, and Zach Eflin, who's looking for a little bit of retribution from his last outing, not getting the decision, looking for win number 6. That will be on Sunday against Mike Soroka. So what is this? I'm curious. What is this? Oh, I've completed a tier level. Tier 1, level 45. Okay. All right, cool. All right, well, that was that. And so we take you to the standings here. With that loss, that sends the Braves down to 24 games back. Second place team is the Marlins. They are now 16 games back. The Mets 17.5. Of course, the Braves 24, and the Nationals 25.5 games out of first place. As let's take a look at some of the All-Star voting going on here. There's your votes right there. Awful lot of Phils there. I guess when you're on the best team in baseball, your players are bound to get noticed. There's no question in my mind. This does look like a starting lineup to be reckoned with in the National League. No question about that. But yeah, that'll be it. I guess there's really nothing else going on here. Oh, we got the league leaders. So Bryce still holds in there with the runs batted in at 58. Freddie Freeman, who we saw tonight, has 52. Reese with 51. Strikeouts. Aaron Nola, 117. Scherzer, 112. Look at Zach Wheeler getting in there, 104. So he's in third place. And, of course, Jonathan VR still stealing those bases. He's still there at 22. The two top ERA guys in the National League, Aaron Nola with a 1.42, Jake with a 2.05. Max Scherzer of the Nationals, who we saw last weekend, in there in third place. And there you see, well, nobody's in the 400s anymore. I guess when the hitting sort of comes down a little bit, but notwithstanding that, that's some pretty impressive averages right there, if I may say so myself, with Andrew McCutchen 398, Roman, who homered last night, but really came out with a clutch hit today. He's the guy that actually knocked in Hector Neris to take the lead, I think. Pretty sure. No, maybe I'm wrong about that. Somebody knocked him in. Anyway, so JT there with 381, Aaron Nola with 12. Jake looking for number 12. So we have the, I dare say, the only undefeated 12-game winner, and we may have two undefeated 12-game winners after tomorrow. There you see Hector Neris climbs two better than Craig Kimbrell in the save column with 24. Matching Bryce's home run total with 24. These guys might be going neck and neck. They seem to be around that same number, and they have been for the last couple of weeks. But Kutch getting his 19th tonight, passing Rhys Hoskins with 18. So that is it, my friends. But I'm going to dispense with the around the majors. So there's your final for tonight on this Friday evening. Glad that the majority of you have tuned in tonight. I certainly do appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed it. I'm sorry for the lone Braves fan on there who said go Braves. I think I might know who that was. Sorry, my friend. I guess you'll remain anonymous to protect the innocent. So the Phils go up 1-0 in this 3-game series over the Braves with the win tonight. Zach Wheeler, your winner, with his 9th. Hector with his 24th save in 2 innings of work. Very tremendous job. Very tremendous outing, I should say, by Hector Neris. And, of course, King Felix suffers the loss at 4-5. All right, well, that will be it. We will see you tomorrow for Game 2. 4:10 is the start time. Roundabout might get started a little earlier, who knows. But that is the scheduled starting time. So we will see you then. Thanks for watching, everybody. Certainly do appreciate you tuning in as you normally do. Don't forget to check out the Bilskie's Phillies season on Facebook. That is the name of the Facebook page, Bilskie's Phillies season. So that's it for now. Thanks for watching Phillies baseball, courtesy of MLB The Show 20. And we'll look for you tomorrow for Game 2 with the Braves and the Phils. We'll see you then. Have a good night, everybody.